3. I think I'm waiting on like 4 or 5 computers. I'm waiting on 3 computers. 2, I think I'm right. Back table. 1. Go to Ulysses. 0. I'm waiting on some side conversations and some computers to be closed. Take out your headphones. Ulysses, take out your headphones. Take out both of them. Listen for now. And put it back in during work time. Okay. So when you're quoting poetry in your essay, all of you are going to have to do this. If you have 3 or fewer lines, separate each line with like a slash. If you have it going over 2 stanzas, so if you have a stanza break in the middle of those lines, have a double slash. That is the general format that you want to put like short quotations from poems in. I would not recommend having too many very long quotations since you're going to have to analyze word choice, but if you do have 4 or more lines, you want to indent those quotes. So I'm going to just show you an example because it's kind of hard to explain. This is the poem that you analyzed for your word choice paragraph in checkpoint 1. If you wanted to analyze like 6 lines from it, you would have like the author says or whatever introduction you're going to use for your quote, a colon, and then you are going to indent all of that text. So it's going to be like just indented, like I think it's half an inch in MLA format if I'm remembering correctly. I can double check that. I would not recommend having too many long blocks of quotes, but if you ever want to do this, this is how you do it. Same thing applies for prose. So like if you're ever doing an essay for later in this class or in college or anything like that, and you want to have like a long block of 4 or more lines, indented. Okay, and then MLA citations. You are going to need to list at the end of your paper, you're going to have a works cited or a bibliography. In it, you need to first list the author's name with the last name first and then the first name after the last name. So like, for me, it would be Reisman Rebecca would be my, how you would list it. Then you are going to have the title of the source you're using. So for your case, that would be your poem. Then you are going to have the title of the container. So that would either be the name of the website that you got it from or the name of the book that it is a collection from. All the poems you read were from a website, so this would be the title of the website. You can find that by going to the link that your poem is at, that will have the website. The publisher who sponsored the website in the case of a website. We'll do that again. And then you have the publication date, what year was the poem published, and the location that it was published, if that is available. Like in books, it would say like printed in Chicago, whatever. And then in a book, you would also have your page numbers. So all of that has to be in it. My tip is using EasyBib. It's a useful resource. You put in all of this information, they give you a space to put it in. It turns it into a proper MLA citation. Or if you ever need to cite something in a different source, it can also do like Chicago, APA, etc.
I have a question.
Yes?
So for the location, since we're doing the poetry, right? Well, instead of putting the page number, because it's like no page, it's just like one page.
Just leave the
would
page
that
number.
be like we just put like the line number? Or
No, just leave the page number off. Just cite the whole poem because you're going to be discussing the whole poem. So if you were only discussing like a small bit of the poem,
yeah,
you would
like
put the
if I
line
pull
number. But just since you're talking about the theme, just cite the whole poem.
Oh, yeah.
Here. So like for the case of All the Dead Boys Look Like Me, the website is Poetry Foundation. So for the title of the container, you would put Poetry Foundation. So, is there any more questions about this? This is what the EasyBib website looks like. I would highly recommend using it. You like put in the name of the source that you're trying to cite. Sometimes it will have a free main citation already for you. If not, you can put in that information yourself. format in terms of like formatting your essay. Double spaced, 12-point font is the basics. Times New Roman font. On your first page, in the top left corner, you are going to write your name in the first line, then your teacher or professor's name in the second line. So in this case, you would write Miss Reese-Midday. The name of the class that you're writing it for. In this case, AP English Language. Literature. Sorry. And then after that, you will put the date that the essay is due. So this essay is due right before Veterans Day. So that would be November 10th. So you would write November 10th. Even if you get started writing this in MLA format today, you are going to write November 10th. In the top right corner of every page, you are going to have your last name and then the page number. You can set this up in Google Docs and also in like pretty much any word processor to happen automatically. That it will like automatically count the pages for you. You just put in your last name and it automatically puts it on every page. If you have different sections, you would want to have a header in different sections that should be like in the middle of the page. Your title should be in the middle of the page. Try to make a fun title. It's always just entertaining to do and gets people's attention. On each side of the page, it should be indented by 1 inch. And then for each paragraph, you indent at the start of the paragraph. So for that, just click tab. Any questions about MLA formatting? No? Okay. You are going to be graded as one of your cognitive skills on, I forget what the name of the cognitive skills is, but it's pretty much conventions. This is going to be graded under conventions. So, do your best to follow this format. It's very important for college. We're going to practice it throughout the year. It's something that I just want you to get in good habits with. So if you have any questions about making sure that this is correct, let me know. So the timeline of this essay that you're about to turn in, you know the due date is November 10th. If you want feedback on the essay before November 10th, like before the last class, before November 10th, get it to me by Monday. So that is November 7th, and I will give you some feedback. I would recommend, because of that, having your outline done by Friday. So you have time on Friday in class to turn it into like a proper MLA cited essay, and you can get feedback from me before it's due. Again, make sure this is done on time. When we return from expeditions, we are going to have a lot to do in those 2 weeks. I am not going to be grading much during winter break because I'm getting surgery, so make sure your work's done on time if you want it to be graded by mid-year reports. You're applying for colleges, that is especially important because colleges will look at your mid-year report. Any questions about the timeline or about MLA citations? Nope. Okay, so try to complete your outline today. Do your best. I'm going to go around making sure I know what columns everybody is annotating. And I'm also going to go in, and if you mark that you need help on your do now, I'm going to check in with you first to make sure I can clear off whatever you need help with as soon as possible. Take out your computer, take out your annotations, yeah. Put your phone away. Yeah. What policy are you doing? That's Me for Survival, and what's the second one? Do you have the annotations done?
I have
The papers? Okay, check. Okay, so they cover how long they do it. All the dead boys look like me for you, Eden?
I got that one too.
Okay.
I know we both do the same one.
Okay, clever. What about you? Okay. All the dead boys look like me. Okay.